One Michigan mansion literally has a private car showroom with a built-in elevator. Another one comes with its own licensed deer hunting preserve. You get the gist. These aren't your average lake houses, but the most jaw-dropping billionaire mansions hiding in the Great Lakes state. Stay tuned, because the one at number 1, well, it's so unreal that it makes Malibu mansions look modest. Number 10. 1700. Great Foster's Court, Rochester, Michigan. The mansion that doubles as a private resort. Many expensive mansions whisper luxury, but this one shouts it through surround sound. Sitting in the quiet suburbs of Rochester, this $9.85 million mega estate sprawls across more than 30,000 square feet, and it's less of a home and more of a personal theme park for the extremely wealthy. From the moment you step in, it's clear this place wasn't designed by someone modest. A 2-story indoor pool complete with a waterfall greets you like a scene straight out of a luxury resort brochure. The home theater has cinema-quality acoustics. The poker room looks ready to host a Vegas high-stakes table. And then there's the 15-car garage, because apparently, one garage just doesn't cut it when your idea of a commute involves rotating between Lamborghinis. And here's where things get even more ridiculous. That garage isn't just functional, it's a showroom, complete with custom lighting and a car lift so every vehicle gets its time in the spotlight. The house was built for a car enthusiast whose love for automotive design borders on art collection. There's even a motor court out front that feels like a luxury car rally waiting to happen. What's fascinating about this mansion is how it blurs the line between leisure and lifestyle. The architecture balances sleek modernism with indulgent comfort, the kind of place where you could easily lose track of whether it's Tuesday or vacation. Aerial shots show a property so vast it almost looks like a resort complex. Endless terraces, spa facilities, and a layout so spacious you'd need GPS to find the kitchen. It's opulent, yes, but with a strangely functional rhythm that makes sense only if your daily routine involves multiple saunas. Next up in our list is a mansion that doesn't just pamper its owner, it feeds them, quite literally. Number 9. 1286 Gray Fox Court, Howell, Michigan. The Billionaire's Hunting Lodge. If the last mansion was for city billionaires, this one's for the kind who prefer billionaire wilderness, the kind that hunts, fishes, and still somehow checks emails from a wraparound porch. Spread across a staggering 202 acres, this estate isn't just a home, it's a private nature reserve disguised as rustic luxury. You'll find horse barns, fenced pastures, a fish-stocked pond with an automatic feeder, and even a licensed deer hunting preserve. Yes, you heard that right. The property actually has legal rights to host guided hunts, complete with hybrid whitetail genetics bred right on site. It's part home, part wildlife park, and somehow part business model. Because here's the kicker. This property reportedly pays for itself. Between trophy hunts and breeding operations, the owners can offset much of the running cost. That's right. It's one of the few mansions that actually generates income while you're busy sipping bourbon on the porch. Inside, it's exactly what you'd expect from a rustic billionaire retreat. Rich wood tones, vaulted ceilings, stone fireplaces, and a gourmet kitchen that could make any chef tear up with envy. Downstairs, a full walkout basement hosts a second kitchen, a den, and a recreation area. Because apparently the deer aren't the only ones getting their cardio here. And there's something endearingly Midwestern about this brand of luxury. It's not about being flashy, it's about owning everything you can see. It's money disguised in camouflage, with enough acreage to throw a concert and not bother the neighbors. But while this mansion is surrounded by wilderness, the next one sits right on the water, and it might just be the most romantic view in all of Michigan. Number 8. 14,612. Meadow Lane, Lakeside, MY. The Lake Michigan estate with $1 million view. Now we're trading forest trails for oceanic views, or at least Michigan's best version of it. Perched gracefully on the shores of Lake Michigan, this $9.45 million estate is what happens when old-world elegance meets lakeside leisure. At over 10,000 square feet, with 9 bedrooms and 13 bathrooms, it's less beach house and more private resort. The mansion opens up to panoramic lake views from nearly every window, while an infinity-style pool seems to melt right into the horizon. There's a grand staircase in the foyer that looks like it was designed for entrances, the kind you only make when you're carrying a champagne glass and wearing something unnecessarily white. The interiors lean traditional. Think intricate wood detailing, high ceilings, and long hallways that lead to sunny rooms framed by massive windows. It's classic without being pretentious, and it carries a warmth that modern mansions often lack. You can practically picture a 1920s jazz soundtrack playing faintly in the background. But beyond its cinematic beauty, what really sets this home apart is its location. Lakeside is known for its privacy. It's where Michigan's wealthiest quietly escape from Detroit or Chicago for long weekends, far from paparazzi and city noise. The sunsets here aren't just beautiful, they're therapeutic. Locals often call it the crown jewel of Lakeside, and it's easy to see why. The estate blends grandeur with comfort, feeling both palatial and personal. It's not shouting wealth, it's whispering it elegantly across the waves. And if you thought that was the peak of refinement, wait till you see what's coming next. A mansion that looks straight out of a medieval fantasy, except this one comes with an indoor basketball court. Number 7. 26,565 Scenic Hwy, Franklin, Michigan. The Modern Castle. Imagine driving through Franklin and you suddenly spot what looks like a medieval fortress rising out of the suburbs. Well, that's exactly what this mansion looks like. An $8.9 million architectural daydream that's basically Hogwarts, but with a basketball court. Built in 2009, this 14,000 square foot masterpiece isn't just large, it's cinematic. Think stone exteriors, arched wooden beams, and turrets that make you expect a moat somewhere nearby. But inside? It's pure modern comfort, sleek finishes, 12 bathrooms, and a theater room that could host a small film festival. This place is what happens when someone wants to live in a castle but also still have good Wi-Fi. The main living area opens into towering vaulted ceilings with exposed woodwork that looks like it was hand-carved for royalty. Except this royalty has a Peloton and an espresso machine. The kitchen is straight out of a design magazine. The indoor basketball court doubles as a private gym, and the pool area outside blends seamlessly into manicured lawns big enough to host a neighborhood concert. And that's what's fascinating here. It's a family home wearing fantasy armor. You could throw a black tie dinner one night and a kid's pool party the next, and both would feel equally at home. Every corner of the property manages to balance extravagance with livability. It's playful without feeling pretentious. Franklin's known for its hidden mansions and old money charm, but this one stands out like a crown jewel. Part castle, part dream home, and 100% proof that fairy tales can be built out of concrete and cash. And while this one rules over suburbia like a modern fortress, the next mansion trades polished stone for wild timber because nothing says billionaire luxury like your own Yellowstone-style wilderness hideaway. Number 6. 19,210. Mamie Lake Rd, Watersmeet, Michigan. The Yellowstone Mansion. Now we're heading north, way north, into Watersmeet, where billionaires don't just buy privacy, they buy silence. This $8.5 million rustic estate on Mamie Lake Rd looks like something straight out of Yellowstone. The difference? Instead of Kevin Costner, this one stars you. Spread across 16 acres, the home blends luxury and wilderness so perfectly that you could spot bald eagles from the porch and still have Wi-Fi strong enough for a Zoom call. Built in 2001, it spans 10,000 square feet, featuring 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and enough handcrafted timber to make an entire lumberjack convention jealous. Everything inside screams wilderness chic, from its massive log beams and stone fireplaces to those floor-to-ceiling windows that frame Michigan's forest like living art. You can practically hear the crackle of the fireplace and the soft hum of nature outside. The open floor plan gives it a lodge feel. But make no mistake, this isn't a cabin. It's a full-blown retreat. And here's the best part, the lake itself. The estate sits right along Mamie Lake, offering the kind of glassy reflections that make you believe postcards are real. It's a place where luxury isn't loud. It's peaceful, steady, and timeless. This mansion feels like a billionaire's meditation spot, where business tycoons trade board meetings for kayaking and the morning rush for loons calling over the water. But don't get too relaxed, because after this tranquil paradise, we're diving right back into the city. And the next mansion? It's not about serenity, it's about statement. Number 5. 4550 Hunter Creek Lane, Rochester Hills, Michigan. The Modern Entertainer's Mansion. If the Yellowstone Mansion was built for quiet souls, this one's built for social ones. The kind of people who don't just host parties, they curate experiences. Welcome to 4550 Hunter Creek Lane, Rochester Hills' most extravagant modern playground. Originally listed for nearly $7 million, this modern prairie-style estate sits on 2.6 acres and clocks in at around 5 bedrooms and 7.5 bathrooms. From the outside, it looks sleek and understated, until you step inside and realize this isn't minimalism, it's precision. Built in 2019, every inch of the home feels designed for gatherings. You've got heated marble floors, a 2-story mahogany office, and a walkout lower level with its own bar, theater, and second kitchen. Because walking upstairs for snacks would just be too much work. Outside, a private pond gleams under string lights, perfect for paddleboarding in summer or turning into your own private ice rink in winter. The pool area glows with custom lighting, and the open-plan great room makes it easy to host anything from holiday dinners to spontaneous champagne nights. But here's what makes it more than just an entertainer's dream. It's livable. Every feature has purpose. A gourmet kitchen built around conversation, massive closets that feel like mini boutiques, and balconies designed for sunrise coffee or midnight wine. It's modern, it's smart, and it's Michigan luxury done right. Sleek, stylish, but never sterile. And speaking of sleek, the next mansion takes that sophistication and layers it with generational wealth. We're heading to Franklin again, where prestige and privacy collide in some of the state's most exclusive estates. Number 4. 26,155 Hawthorne Drive, Franklin, Michigan. The hidden estate of Franklin. If you've ever driven through Franklin and wondered what's hiding behind those long, tree-lined driveways, this is it. The town's best-kept secret. 26,155 Hawthorne Drive, a Tudor-style beauty that looks modest from afar, until the gates open. Then it hits you. This isn't a house, it's a private universe, valued around $7.3 million, though some listings have hovered around $2 million depending on market waves. This 7,900 square foot estate feels like old money met modern ambition and decided to stay low-key about it. Built in 2007 and renovated in 2021, it's all the right kinds of lavish, elegant, discreet, and perfectly tailored for the kind of people who like their luxury quiet. You've got your private tennis court, basketball court, and a 6-car garage that's practically begging for a car collection worthy of Jay Leno. Inside, things take a more refined turn. Think mahogany-paneled library, intricate crown moldings, and fireplaces that look straight out of a historical drama. The kitchen's all sleek stainless steel and marble, yet somehow still feels cozy, like it knows when to switch from private chef mode to family brunch mode. Franklin has always been Michigan's version of Beverly Hills with better foliage, a small town where everybody knows someone who owns something like this. But this particular mansion nails that hidden luxury vibe. The kind of place where a billionaire can spend a week and still have the neighbors thinking it's just a weekend getaway home. It's elegant, it's understated, and it screams generational wealth without ever needing to raise its voice. But while this one's all about quiet prestige and private tennis matches, the next mansion? It's loud, proud, and built to flex. Because it didn't just join Michigan's luxury market, it dominated it. Number 3. 1558 Dutton Road, Rochester Hills, Michigan. The former number 1 in Michigan. Now, let's talk about a property so over the top that it literally held the crown as Michigan's most expensive mansion for years. 1558 Dutton Road, Rochester Hills. Listed at a staggering $10.8 million, this wasn't just real estate, it was a headline. The moment it hit the market, everyone from realtors to local business owners was buzzing about it. And for good reason. This mansion doesn't whisper luxury, it shouts it from its slate rooftops. The home stretches out like a private resort, blending European-style architecture with Michigan's signature greenery in a way that makes it feel both royal and rooted. Step inside, and it's sensory overload. Vaulted ceilings, gleaming chandeliers, walls lined with fine wood paneling, and windows big enough to frame the skyline. It's got the works: entertainment wings, wine cellars, multiple kitchens, and a great room that could comfortably fit your average small concert. The grounds are manicured to perfection, with water features and gardens so immaculate they could make Versailles jealous. But here's what made this mansion more than just another luxury listing. It became a symbol. For a long stretch, owning or even being associated with 1558 Dutton meant status, exclusivity, and money that speaks in complete sentences. It was the property on Michigan's high-end real estate map, the kind of place that made other mansions feel like starter homes. Of course, markets shift, fortunes change, and newer, glossier contenders always emerge. So while this one once reigned supreme, its time at the top eventually passed. And that brings us to its successor, the mansion that took over as Michigan's modern monarch, balancing classic prestige with 21st century flair. Number 2. 6236 Bloomfield Glens Road, West Bloomfield, Michigan, the Colonial Palace. Now, if Dutton Road was a modern kingdom, this next one is pure heritage power. Welcome to 6236 Bloomfield Glens Road, a $7.99 million, 16,000 square foot colonial-style palace that looks like it could host state dinners one night and celebrity parties the next. Originally built in 1942 and later updated in 2002, this 8-bedroom, 15-bathroom behemoth manages to feel timeless and futuristic at once. You walk up the grand staircase and half expect the president to be waiting at the top. Its facade screams old money, but inside, it's fully loaded with billionaire-grade amenities. We're talking a virtual golf room, lap pool, indoor gym, and basketball court. Because apparently, cardio just hits different when you're doing it inside your mansion. There's also a private spa, sauna, and a sprawling movie theater, making this estate feel like a cross between the White House and a 5-star resort. Every room oozes sophistication, from the sunlit conservatory to the marble-floored hallways lined with art and gold accents. Even the wine cellar looks like a scene from a James Bond movie. But what makes this mansion fascinating isn't just its architecture, it's its legacy. The Colonial Palace represents Michigan's old-world elite, the families who've been sitting on wealth for generations, quietly evolving their estates to keep pace with modern luxury without ever losing that air of tradition. It's opulent without being flashy, powerful without being loud, and it's the perfect setup for the grand finale. Because if this is the Colonial Palace, the next mansion, it's the crown jewel, literally and figuratively sitting above them all. Number 1. 850 West Bear River Road, Petoskey, Michigan, the crown jewel of Michigan. And finally, we've reached the summit. 850 West Bear River Road in Petoskey, Michigan's most expensive home, priced at a jaw-dropping $18 million. This is it, the crown jewel of Michigan, where rustic charm meets pure billionaire indulgence. Sitting on the edge of Lake Michigan, this 14,600 square foot masterpiece blurs the line between a lodge, a resort, and a dream. With 4 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and panoramic lake views that stretch into forever. It's not just a home, it's a full-blown experience. The design leans into a contemporary lodge style. Lots of natural stone, timber, and glass, creating that perfect, I'm one with nature, but also have a helipad vibe. The centerpiece is the 2-story great room, with walls of glass that let the lake steal the show. Sunsets here don't just glow, they perform. Amenities? Pick your fantasy. A boathouse, private dock, shuffleboard court, indoor golf simulator, entertainment loft, and spa-level bathrooms that redefine what retreat means. There's even a golf setup right on the property, so you can practice your swing while eagles fly overhead. Every detail feels intentional. Handcrafted woodwork, artful stone fireplaces, and lighting that changes the entire mood of the space as the day fades. It's grand without being gaudy, serene without being sleepy. A perfect blend of extravagance and tranquility. It's no wonder this estate has been dubbed the most beautiful home in Michigan, because it's not just about wealth, it's about vision. It's the kind of place where billionaires unplug, recharge, and remind themselves why they worked so hard in the first place. So from car showroom mansions to modern castles, from lakeside palaces to private wilderness retreats, Michigan's luxury real estate scene proves one thing: wealth here doesn't just buy space, it buys a story. And with that, our journey through the most expensive mansions in Michigan comes to an end. Which one of these castles would you move into if money wasn't an issue? Let us know in the comments, and for more such peeks into the world of luxury, take a look at the channel.